one-on-one. Being productive, whether you know it or not, is all starting from a mindset. I know you got something to do.
Baby, let's run away.
My name is Tori. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I'm gonna jump right into it. I know you're here for a reason. You're trying to get to work, but I want to share with you really quick this notebook that I received as a late Christmas gift this year. I suggest you getting a notebook or a planner. 2020 is kind of a wash, but get your notebook so you can record down your thoughts. Something that's motivational on it always helps me. And let's jump into it. So step one is going to be the foundation of it all. Really, it is. So step one is going to be designate a space specifically for work, away from your comfy area. You know what I'm talking about, away from the bed and away from the couch. So if you're gonna have your area in your bedroom, make sure you designate like a desk or whatever that you're gonna work at. It's not ideal to try and work from your bed. I mean, it's cool and all, but I promise you, you're gonna start working and then you're gonna wake up from reading. And that's not good. Nobody wants to wake up from reading, although that's the best sleep that I've ever gotten. All right, moving on to step two. So step two is gonna be one-on-one. Growing up with my mom, no matter what it was, vacation, a Saturday, you had to get up and get dressed. With that, get up, get dressed, shower, get dressed, brush your teeth, get all your morning routine done, and get ready for the day. Because being productive, whether you know it or not, is all starting from a mindset. You got to get your mind ready to actually do the work that you're intending to do. So with that being said, you can't wake up in your pajamas and go straight to work. I mean, you could, but you're not really going to be that productive by showering and changing. I mean, I think it might even work if you just, shower, take off one set of pajamas and put on the next. It's just really a mindset, getting ready for whatever you're about to do. So moving on to step three. Step three goes hand in hand with getting up and getting dressed. Step three is creating that schedule. So you want to create a daily schedule, which is going to be wake up, shower, drink, get your coffee, brush your teeth, all of the morning routine stuff to include after, eating and getting your coffee, getting your, your water, whatever for your desk. So make sure you're creating that schedule. With that schedule, you want to create like a work schedule. So if you're working like a 5-hour day, this is all based on what I do at home. If you're working like a 5-hour day, I try to give myself about a 15 to 20 minute break on every hour. So definitely plan your breaks. That way you can work to those breaks and not think about, oh my God, I'm going to be sitting here for 5 to 8 hours. And step four, when I mentioned the water, you definitely want to have your water pitcher or a water jug. I like the ones, the larger jug. It'll have like 7 a.m. the time frames on it. And that way it can then motivate you to achieve that water goal. And definitely when you're drinking water, your body is going to be more inclined to be ready to take those 15 to 20 minute breaks on every hour. So drink the water, and then it's also going to be good for your digestive system, going to get you flushed. Your skin's going to start looking flawless if you do this water routine. So definitely have water on hand for you to drink and take small sips while you work. On to step five. Step five is important because I know a lot of people that actually do this. So pay attention. Step five is do not start work until you're at work, if that makes sense. Remember, we got our workspace away from our bed, so you can't start work while you're in the bed. I mean, you could, but it's not going to be as productive as if you were at your office per se. So if you wake up, your alarm wakes you up, and then you get a chime from the email and it's work related, hold off. Take a shower if you can. I don't want you to get fired, but hold off on that email after your shower, brush your teeth, whatever case may be, and then start work. And ideally, that includes not logging into work, like clocking in. As soon as you wake up, clock in and then go brush your teeth and all that stuff. I know a lot of people that do that. But once you clock in and you see that email, you're more inclined to just start doing work. So if you need to clock in at a certain time, wake up a little bit early, just enough time to get shower and then jump into work after you grab your coffee or whatever. Also, don't let that morning conference call be your alarm clock. Don't wake up to your morning conference call and have to go straight from the bed, right on the phone, hide boogers, breath stank, you are not going to be productive on that conference call at all. So definitely make time to get up on time and wash and brush your teeth and twinkle your tongue. Thank you. Step 6. This is the step that I have the hardest time with. Like, step 6 is placing your phone on do not disturb. I think I have the hardest time with it because I'm kind of active on social media and I want to see what my messages are, what everybody's doing. You know, I'm just, every so often I want to grab my phone just to check in with the world because, you know, I want to know. So I have the hardest time, but definitely to be productive at home, you want to place your phone on do not disturb mode or place it in the next room with the volume up, you know, and phone charging in the next room. That way it's not an immediate distraction for you. And then this rolls right into step 7. So step 7 is going to be communication. So with that being said, I know some of you have children that are going to be elsewhere from you while you're working, or somebody needs to reach out to you while you're working, so you can't place your phone on do not disturb. First thing I want to say is iPhone, I believe, has an option on your phone. Once it's placed in do not disturb, you can select certain contacts to allow them to still, the incoming calls to still come through even while your phone is placed on do not disturb mode. So I suggest you do that. Also, communication, you know, with your family and friends is going to definitely hold you accountable. If you say you're going to be working from 8 to 5, your friends now know that, your family knows that. One, they're going to respect your time and maybe not call you as much during those times, or maybe call and check on you, make sure you're still being productive. Or and then also for those of you who have family that live with you and you're trying to be productive and do work in the home, if you communicate with them and let them know your designated work area, they need to respect that space and respect that quietness that is required while you do your work and be productive. So yes, placing the phone on do not disturb mode and communication is key when you're trying to stay productive. Step 8 is something that I like to do. I know some of you are actually working from home from your job, so they already have stuff in place for this step. So steps 8 is to create a to-do list. It's going to be like a small list of things that you're going to be able to achieve, to achieve that day, maybe 3 to 4 items or whatever the case may be. And then also at the end of the day, you want to create a list for the following day. That makes sense. If you do this correctly, you'll start first and you come up with the 3 items, and then at the end of the day, 3 more items, and be realistic. You know, where the items you created that morning, were they achieved? Do you need to move them to the next day? Those of you who are actually working from home and have a list of to-dos for the entire day from your company, please execute the entire list for that day. I don't want you to get fired because I said do only 3, whatever the case is. Definitely complete the entire list for the day. Don't get fired. For those of you who have a list from their company, but there's no like time stipulations on the completion at the end of the day, I suggest you take chunks from that work list. Do this Monday, do this Tuesday, whatever case is. Be realistic. Definitely do that. Make sure you're keeping yourself accountable. Once you complete those tasks, feel productive. You feel like you've done something. The day would not be a wash. Definitely create a list to feel like you've done something for the day. We're almost done, and I know I can get a little winded, but we're almost done. We're at step 9. Step 9 is going to be do not stop work or stop working if it becomes too hard, you become too stressed, your motivation is gone, it's just a lot of work, a lot of tasks on hand. Like, do not, I put this stuff in here because it happens to me all the time. I get overwhelmed with certain ideas that I want to, achieve for the day. But I like to think of this when I get at that roadblock. I like to think about it like this. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, of course. So even though the task is really big and I feel overwhelmed, I just try to take one chunk at a time and execute that chunk and do another until it's completed. That way at the end of the day, of course, it's easy to push it off to the next day. But at the end of the day, I'll feel better by, for myself, and I feel more productive because I achieved some of the task. Even though I didn't finish the entire thing, I achieved something. All right, we made it. You made it to step 10. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you looking at my video, and I hope these tips work. But we're on step 10, and this is the real step. Like, all these other steps don't matter if you don't do 10. All the other steps don't matter if you don't do 10. Listen to me. Listen. So step 10 is be real with yourself. Be real. with yourself, because you know you better than I know you. So all these steps that I created were tips to help you be more productive at home. But if step 7 ain't for you, then don't do step 7. Be realistic. Like, if you don't want to get out of your pajamas, who am I to tell you to get out of your pajamas and then make you feel productive? Like, who am I to tell you? Be real with yourself. But if you're on this video and you're looking for tips to be productive while working from home, I suggest you try them. You know, that's all I can do. I suggest you try the steps, and if they don't work out for you, you know, change it, manipulate it, whatever way you need. Take one step. It doesn't matter. But I hope this video helped you out, and I hope that you guys will be productive at work while working from home. And I appreciate you watching my video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more videos to come. And I know you got something to do, so be productive.